Yeah. Yeah, that's how we starting. Yeah. I have been beating myself up for the last few days because I am so pissed that I put up that damn full moon on Sagittarius. Don't ask me where I got Sagittarius from. I swear I can't find it now, but I did do research, as I always do prior to my sessions on the moon. And, yeah, that happened. So I do want to apologize. However, I do want to say that Spirit did stop me from completely bashing myself and was like, look, you saw that because there was some light workers that come through you that needed to see that. So those that viewed it, there was messages in there for you. I hope you took notes. I hope you took mental notes if that. And that video has now been archived. And maybe if I move to on a full moon in Sagittarius at some point to post it, then it may resurface when the time is divine. But yeah, it was divine at this point because, yeah, I can't tell y'all why that happened. Anyway, hopefully there is a bonus video that airs, and that was pre-recorded. I'm hoping I don't say anything about the full moon in Sag in that video. However, if I do, I will, of course, post a disclaimer. But anyway, whoever was meant to hear the other one did, and I'm done beating myself up, and now I'm ready to present to you the full moon in Gemini session. I have to give it some magic because I messed up. Gemini. Okay, so Gemini full moons. Let's talk about it really quick before I get into the general reading and the pick-a-pile. Y'all know Gemini energy, all right, is, well, maybe you don't, I shouldn't say that. Gemini energy is, I know people always immediately say, oh, they're twins, oh, they're two-faced, oh, they have different personalities, and yeah, to an extent, but there's a lot more to Gemini energy than that. Gemini energy is about communicating and sharing. How two energies interact in a balanced way, in a way that is orderly, intelligent even. Geminis love intellect, things that spark their intellect, their mind going, things that get them talking, great conversationalists. Geminis love travel because they love meeting new people that they could talk to, that they could share with, that they could, learn from. So the full moon in Gemini, with the full moons being revealing energy, illuminating energy. When you put Gemini energy and full moon energy together, things or truths are revealed or exposed through communication. This full moon is a time for speaking up, but with care. Because it's also a time to be cautious if emotionally overwhelmed, if you're like not in a good place emotionally right now, or you just feel like, your emotions are ready to spill over, and not in a positive, freeing way, but in a more aggressive or or even depressing way. When you have to speak on something you feel very passionate about at this time, make sure you are in a balanced energy, feeling emotionally stable, grounded, and coming from the heart. It's a really good time for getting clear on things. Like you're gonna notice messages are gonna be coming in that offer new directions, and awakenings. You may find great clarity through talking, like communicating with someone rather than just trying to guess what they think, what they feel, what's going on. Communication at this time is going to illuminate and shine a light on things that either you couldn't see before, were unclear, just wasn't time yet to be revealed. Yeah, it's that time. So I'm going to start with a general reading about how to harness this energy best and how it'll be affecting the vibe of the week ahead for the tribe. Give y'all some tips. Let's see. So I'm going to start with the Moonology decks. Start with my little mini one first. Get a vibe. Wow. Okay. Oh, this is more than one. Oh, whoa. It's like magic. All right, that might be enough. And I'll take the one from the bottom. So the bottom says the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. I am so happy I did that. So y'all could see. I'm glad this was not in one of the piles so y'all could try to be like, oh, she planted it there. I'll be telling you, I swear I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just along for the ride with you all. That's the fun of tapping in and connecting. Getting clear and also doing the work to get clear. The process, enjoying the process. So full moon in freaking Gemini, y'all. That's the vibe for this tribe. We're going to be feeling this full moon. And I think the tribe's been feeling all of the lunar activity this month. We've all been going through it. And the answers you need are coming. So this is something that is beneath the surface. I took this from the bottom of the deck. Therefore, this is something that you probably you're not even aware of, but that's the vibe of the underlying vibe of the week of the 27th. All right. So if you're going to get clear on things that you may not feel clear on right now, or you may already have started to feel the vibration and have been in communication or receiving communication that's bringing in clarity. All right. Believe in the impossible. Blue moon. So this is going to be a vibration where things are going to seem like they're miraculously happening. So don't be shocked if money comes from unexpected places, or a loved one does something unexpected for you, or someone you have deep love, romantic love feelings for suddenly is professing theirs, or, things that you're probably thinking right now will never happen, have the energy, are in the divine time loop to happen right now. So stay in alignment with source. Keep your eye on your prize, whatever it is you want to attract in. And be magnets, my light workers. All right, I'm sorry. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Another full moon in Pisces. So there is a need, or you're going to feel more like adding a spiritual ritual or routine that is really easy to do and to remember into your daily activity. It's something that you should consider doing at this time. Another full moon. Are you kidding me? Full moon in Libra. A win-win outcome is forecast. So yeah, I immediately felt people go, so because it feels like everybody has been worried about something, and everything is going to work itself out. Everything is balancing itself out. I want to put this over here with believe in the impossible. Waning moon. What do you need to release? And I feel like this is what you're going to be really contemplating this coming week. What is in the way or challenging you from completely reaching the balance, reaching the miracles that are destined to come into your life? What's slowing the process down? I do see a spiritual practice needed to stay grounded and balanced, and I see the answers are coming, like you're getting them today, I guess. Okay, or whenever you're watching this. All right, what else we got for the tribe? How's this full moon going to be affecting us? Or what do we need to know as the tribe? How do we need to maneuver through this oncoming energy? That's too many. Okay. Guides for those that will receive this message. Make time for self-love, last quarter moon in Libra. So it does feel like some kind of spiritual practice, something that you're doing, because don't always think, and I've said this in other videos, that self-love means like pedicures, manicures, spa days, and that's pampering to me. Self-love is doing something that truly switches your vibration, your life. Because going to the spa could switch your vibration, so I shouldn't say that. But something that truly makes you feel like you have elevated in some way. Not just in being pampered and nurtured, but also spiritually nurtured and mentally uplifted, and get it? All right, well, make time for self-love. All right. I do feel like with Libra, that energy is like balance. If you're doing things that are like, for some of you, I am getting like doing things that deal with addictive behavior. And maybe you don't see it as an addiction. Maybe you see it as something you do in your leisure. Smoke, drink, eat a certain food. There still needs to be a balance, temperance. You can't overindulge in one or the other. Yeah. Okay. Take a breather. Last quarter moon in Cancer. So there is a need to really stop and take a breath. This gives me retreat energy where you can just release emotions and feelings. That's what's looking to be at this time acknowledged is emotions. Pull two more. New moon in Virgo. Trust all will be well. Well, why not? A win-win forecast is the outcome is forecast, and believe in the impossible. So And I'm going to take one from the bottom of this deck as well. And it is New Moon in Aries. Go for it. Need I say more? So I feel like whatever it is that at this time you're telling yourself, oh, I can't do, I don't have time to do, I don't have the money to do, I do feel like there's a push to do it. Something that's going to allow you to love on yourself, relax, breathe, and just renew your faith, your spirituality. That might be for someone specific. Open up to change is also here. New Moon in Aquarius. So do know that this week, there is going to be a lot of changes. Okay? And I feel like a lot of them are going to be sparked by conversations, okay? And I know you might be like, oh, well, most change, well, you gotta talk. No, not always. All changes don't come from a conversation. Sometimes it comes from a situation or an incident. No, this is going to be more like people just being honest, people just speaking their truth. And then conversation, saying what they want, how they feel. And these conversations bring about huge shifts. Now, this is if you do them in the right energy and vibration. If you are already emotionally distressed, like I mentioned before, the communication situation could turn left. So do be careful of that, all right? I don't want nobody being like, it was like, yeah, this is the week to illuminate and shine a light on things and speak my mind. So, yeah, then I did that and me and my husband ended up getting divorced. No, don't try it. If you're already in a bad space, then this is not a good time to communicate, because things will be illuminated and revealed in a way that would not be healthy. All right, so let's see. Last cards for the tribe before I go to the pick-up pile. Moon Circle, support. So your tribe is coming in. More of the tribe, put it that way. Everyone is coming together. Everyone's coming in. You're going to see a lot of people offering their support to you. Whatever it is you do, when you do ask for anything, you're going to, for some of you, it's like, this is just going to feel like a week where you're just really realizing like, okay, I love these people, or these people really love me. And we're on the same page. Yeah, I see collaborations being very, very, very good to begin or discuss at this time. Intuition, Moon, maybe. So I do feel your intuition is going to feel very strong for the next few days. Talk about things being revealed. You are going to feel like whatever you are seeing in your mind's eye, it manifests. That's how on point and connected you can be if you really do release what you need to release and balance that spirituality with practicality. Okay. New moon beginnings coming in. There's one of my spirit totem animals. Yeah. So I do see great energy just to call in a new moon. A new moon. Wow. A new beginning, new start. I do see the new moon must be a very, very important time as well. When is the next new moon? Has to be like December 12th. Yeah, I think it's 12/12 because it's the same day as the 12/12 portal. Yeah. So, yeah. It feels like from now, whenever you're watching this, to if you're watching it when I posted it, to December 12th. If you're watching this at another time, for the next, I say 17 to 18 days, you are going to be in this vibration, and it's going to just make way for many new beginnings, new starts that you are literally calling in. You're manifesting, you're visualizing them, you're imagining them. And so I do also feel like, so the universe is giving you the support you need to manifest these things you are seeing. Wow. Interesting. Exalted moon, self-regulation. This gives me Taurus energy, like wealth and gain and discipline. Bottom of the deck says, cold moon, face your fears. So don't let any fears get in the way of you manifesting your new beginnings and stuff this week. All right, let me look at this exalted moon in the book real quick. Self-regulation makes me think discipline, almost like the same thing with practical, spiritual, I'm sorry, y'all. I just realized I had a brain fart sitting here like, oh shoot, I'm not talking. All right. Because I can't find it. Why they don't got this in alphabetical order? Who does that? Here we go. All right. Now y'all done listen to me whine. In the situation you're asking about, which is this full moon in Gemini energy, your superpower is that you can regulate your emotions. Didn't I talk about the emotions? That doesn't mean suppress them. That's what I said. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna shut up with I told you so's. Okay. It means you can feel all your feelings and process them and let them move through you. You can just be. This gives you power. Remember, as within, so without. In other words, when you're filled with tumultuous inner emotions, your external life is likely to reflect that. However, pulling this card suggests that no matter what you've been going through, being at peace with your feelings is the key to success. Even if your feelings are intense, breathe through them so they don't cause outward turbulence. That is your magic. Think of yourself as a sorceress or sorcerer and stay centered now. But best results bring compassion, empathy, and unconditional love to your current situation. You have all that you need to sort this situation out. In fact, you may even have the upper hand. However, you need to use that advantage wisely. You may need to take the emotional lead, be a good example for others. Aw. Okay. Additional meanings for the card. So some additional advice for this week, or the vibe for the week. Stay grounded. Ask what would nourish me in situations you're in. Emotional honesty is going to be called for the next few days. So be true and real about what you feel, and allow others to express their emotions as well. And keep in mind that slow and steady wins the race. Okay? And it does say in the sign, it is exalted in the sign of Taurus. I knew I got Taurus energy. So yeah, that also gives me a great vibe with that Taurus energy, because that's the house of value. So I see you also really leveling up your self-worth, and for that reason, finding the vibe this week. That's why you're getting so much support all around, because your vibe has shifted. And I see you knowing you are worthy of the things that you calling in, that you're calling in. Yeah. All right. So on that note, I will be right back. Hey, I'm back with the pick-a-pow portion of this full moon in Gemini reading. So let's get right into it. There are 3 piles. This reading's fairly quick, unless I need to pull extra cards for clarity, but it's pretty quick. Pile 1. I'm sorry. I was stalling because I was trying to debate if I wanted you to choose your piles by the top card, and I think I will, because I wanted to give you guys affirmations as well this week. So I'm going to shuffle that live, and each card, 3 cards, will represent the top advice card for each deck. It'll give you an affirmation, also give you like another little tidbit of advice, some keywords, which are words that either you can use to increase the vibration, or just words that also are vibrating, matching the vibration of the energy of the day or the week in this case. Okay. Sending y'all some cleansing energy as always. So let's get into it with Amina. I'm gonna pull your top cards. Let's go. 3 cards. Tribes, the vibe for the week. All right, we got pile number 1 is relationships. Okay. Whoa. I'm gonna take you. Pile number 2 is learning. Pile number 3 is gratitude. Let's take a deep breath in through our mouths, filling up with light and love. Exhale through your mouth, letting go of anything that no longer needs to be within your energy, your vibration, your body, your life, your mind, your heart. Boom, bottom of the deck says cleanse. This is also a good week for that if you want to clean out your insides, like switch up your eating, stop bad habits. The energy is really good for that this week for the tribe. So keywords will be rebirth, alignment, higher consciousness. You may even feel like that's what you're coming into if you've been doing the work. Power thought affirmation, clear thoughts in a clean body open the door to the future. Okay, take that how it resonates for you. An action you can take this week to enhance that cleansing energy is to substitute a meal with fruit or vegetable juice and open a window or a door or something and let in some fresh air, some new cleansing air. Newsflash, you have guidance, from above today. Someone is listening. Okay, so communicate what it is you feel and that you desire. Okay. All right. So by now you should have selected your pile, and I'll be right back with pile number 1. Hey, pile 1, you were drawn to the top card that says relationships. Your keywords are loving kindness, love, generosity, comfort, and balance. Your affirmation, I am joyfully transforming my own life and destiny. I am joyfully transforming my own life and destiny. An action you can take this week to increase the energy of working that love in relationships is to tell someone how proud you are of them. Even invite someone over. Newsflash, something you didn't know. You are in our plan, the universe's plan. We need your spark, hon. All right. So, start with the rune card to find out what area of your life do you need to speak up in. So you have the rune Isa. There's a time for everything, including stillness. So I do feel maybe at this time, you really shouldn't push speaking up in any area right now. Maybe you're not in the right place emotionally at this time. Maybe the person you want to speak up to isn't in the right mindset right now. Whatever the case may be, or maybe y'all aren't, it just feels like, or maybe y'all blocked each other. Or it just feels like you can't communicate. When the time is right, then you should communicate. Your intuition will let you know. There's a lot of emotions behind what it is you need to communicate. So I do feel it's in the area of possibly love. This could be an ex you need to communicate with, or a parent. But it's time for you to go within right now, to meditate, to listen for the messages within, and you will know when you are ready or when it is time for you to communicate. This is water energy, so there's a need for you to go with the flow. All right. So, when will communication be best to get a raise or to raise your prices of your worth? Why does this say 2 cards and I only got 1 of each? Hold on. That means I gotta pull an extra one for each pile. I did not realize. And I did the same thing with the other cards. So let me just get that ready. Okay. Let me pull you one more card. So when should you communicate or put out there, share that you would like a raise, or when should you raise your worth, your prices? That's too many. I'll take the top one. Yeah, the Pentacle. Conjunction. Wow, y'all couldn't just be direct at all. Not at all is this directly clear. It's like when you reach the pinnacle, you're at a pinnacle right now. Mid-heaven is like you've done some amazing work. Let me move these out the way. But it's like everything has to be, I don't know, I'm looking at support coming in. All these birds up here, and then there's all those birds there, alliance. These 2 cards are really interesting to me because they both, you notice they share a similar color scheme as well, but they both have a similar energy of you knowing truly who you are. What do you consider to be success? What do you consider to be of value? You know, when you realize that you have gotten very high, like this is like midheaven is considered 12 p.m. like when the sun is in the center, highest point of the sky, when it's most hottest. That's where you are right now. You have reached a pinnacle, and it's time for you to really acknowledge you have succeeded in some area of your life. And stop holding yourself up to other people's standards or levels of success. If you started working with other people or collaborating, this is a great time for that because you are in alignment with the people that are coming in. However, there is a warning, and it's in both of these messages, to make sure you don't lose yourself in someone else's idea of what you should be doing, who you are, what level you are. Make sure you know what you bring to the table has value. Okay? So, in answer to that, when is communication best for you to try to get a raise or to raise your prices? It's when you realize you're worth it. You're worthy. Meaning at any time, my pal ones. Anytime. Maybe some of your work this week will also be your relationship with yourself. All right, let me pull another card for this one. When should you communicate something important to a loved one? I will say with this though, the best time to put out to raise your prices or to ask for a raise is when you really know you've reached a level that you can say, I've done something, like upgrade your website, fix your appearance, physically and virtually. Yeah, that just popped into my head. Like, and the middle of the day is going to be a good time for you. Like when you make such announcements or requests, 12 midheaven is going to be a good time of the day for you if you want things to go your way. And that's a nice little tip they gave you there. All right. So when should you communicate something important to a loved one? Wow. Both cards have Mars energy. Got Mars, and we got the moon, and what is this one right here? This looks like a zodiac sign. No, this is Pluto. Yeah. Mars, Pluto, Mars, moon. So I do feel anything you communicate at this time to a loved one is going to bring huge changes that you probably can't even see coming. You have Jurgen Sacha transfiguration, which look at this transfiguration taking place. And then you got Milk Thistle with peaceful warrior. Mars is a planet of action. But it's also a planet of fiery energy. So you want to be careful that when you do take action, you're not coming off too aggressively. Should you communicate something important to a loved one? I would say the next 4 days, maybe to 4 weeks. Yeah. For some of you, the 22nd of December or the 23rd, because you actually got 22, 23 here. But make sure you are in a peaceful place by then. Listen to your intuition, your inner knowing. Interesting. Okay. So, what major life-shifting communication is coming in the next 7 days? What major life-shifting communication is coming in for you in the next 7 days? We have the Muse of Inspiration, which is the King of Wands. The Knight of Emotions or Knight of Cups. And the Fool. So my pal ones, there is some communication coming in from a hot and fiery masculine energy. Somebody wants to take a leap of faith towards you, it seems. In the next 7 days, expect to hear from a masculine energy. Could be a woman or a man, but it's someone that's very ambitious at this time. They're determined. They have this fire up under them. They probably going through the same process as you during this time with the transfiguration and having to be a peaceful warrior. It's a lot of red sacral and root chakra energy, even solar plexus, like the lower 3 chakra energy here. A lot of sexual energy. This person's going to take a leap of faith and communicate something towards you that may seem risky, but they're just going to trust. And it's up to you what you do. But that is the gist of the major life shift and communication that's coming in the next 7 days for you. All right. So, and last but not least, let's give you some advice for using this moon's vibe to thrive. Stand your ground. Don't you dare settle or give in to no bullshit, pal ones. It says, standing your ground is an empowering confidence building action to take from time to time. Now is the moment when you need to stand your ground. You know you can do it, and you know that by doing so, you will be the victor. So whatever situation you are dealing with right now, my pal ones, where either maybe there's some communication that's going to come your way that may try to make you bend to someone else's will, don't do it. Stand your ground all throughout this full moon energy and throughout your life. Stand your ground. Don't settle. Don't let anybody make you lose yourself and go fly their way. Okay. Yeah, relationships are going to be important this week for you. That's what I got for you, my pal ones. Thank you for letting me read you. And if this resonated, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Please read the description for other ways that we could vibe. Book yourself a personal reading. And share a video so we can add some more light workers to the tribe. On that note, I'm sending you so much light and love, peace, blessings, and all that good stuff that comes from being a part of my tribe. I'll be back with Pal 2 later. Hey Pal 2, welcome to your reading. You were drawn to the card that says learning. So your keywords this week are research, depth, understanding, and logic. Your power thought or affirmation is, right now is the most powerful moment of my life. Right now is the most powerful moment of my life. Wow, I just felt that really strong. I wonder, did y'all? Write in the comments. That affirmation is powerful. It really is. Feel it to your core. All right. An action you can take this week: sign up for a course to advance your career or self-esteem. You can always sign up for my course, Get Into It with Amina, Intuitive Guide Certification. Anyway, email me if you're interested. Newsflash, you are being guided on your path. Trust your own deep wisdom. All right. So let's see, my pal 2s. In what area of your life do you need to speak up and communicate at this time? So this is your rune that's going to give you that information. This is the Perthro rune. And let's see, where do you need to speak up in your life at this time? You need to speak up where you have a choice to make that possibly you're not making a choice. It's like you almost are feeling like something is just fated or it's just meant to be a certain way. So you're not making any move. And they're saying you need to speak up in an area of your life that feels like it either can be connected to a trauma, a childhood trauma, whatever this situation is, it just has you feeling like you can't speak up, you can't say what you really feel or what you really think. Maybe this person's argumentative, but you need to express that. Maybe that you don't like the way they communicate. Maybe this person behaves this way, maybe because you are either blood family or you're married, or they feel like they're in a situation where you guys are connected for life in a way. So they're not thinking about how they're coming off, how they communicate. Air, fire, and water are the elements of this card here. What you're thinking, what you're feeling, everything really needs to be expressed. You are very intuitive, however, but a lot of what is happening to you right now is due to karma, either past lifetimes or past experiences in this lifetime where you're clearing out that karma. Because we got Wheel of Fortune energy here and justice. So things are balancing out. You need to speak up in areas of your life where you feel like there's been an injustice, where you've been treated unfairly. Okay? That's what I got for you. I choose with your rune. All right. So, when is the best time for you to communicate that you are going to raise your prices or that you would like a raise or a promotion? Each deck, pal, I forgot to put 2 cards for 2 of these questions, so I have to shuffle and add it. I was going to ignore it, but each time Spirit was like, no. Okay. So when is the best time to communicate that you would like a raise, you would like to raise your prices, or you would like a promotion of some kind? We have retrograde review. And see it as nurture. Whenever I see the sickle, it makes me think of cutting away at things so new things can grow. When is a good time for you to request a raise or promotion or to raise your prices? Well, it does look like when things are being assessed or reassessed. Maybe when maybe you're being reassessed of your work, or your work is being looked at. Maybe a lot of people are requesting you. Maybe you've had a lot of accomplishments that now you need to look back and realize that you are you have a higher value now. See, pal 2, what I'm getting for you is that there's an aspect of your life that now it's time to level up from. That's why you're looking back here with the review in retrograde. It's like you're moving backwards slowly. And I also feel for some of you, whatever you're doing right now is not advancing you. It's not promoting you. You almost feel stagnant or as if you're going backwards and you're not elevating in your career or your worth. There's a need for you to really cut off anything that is draining you dry, and really nurture what nurtures you. Do what feels good at this time. Only when you are doing what comes from the heart and what feels good will you be able to raise prices, to ask for a raise, to ask for a promotion. But as long as you're stuck in retrograde, where you're constantly allowing yourself to be pulled backwards instead of propelling forward towards what it is, whatever it is that is calling to you, because this is Pluto energy here, which is like death and rebirth, huge transformations. There's a need for you to possibly start a new position, go to school for something that you really want to do, leave behind an old way you saw yourself or viewed yourself. Something needs to die and be reborn. That's when you can raise your prices. That's when you can ask for more money. I do feel like this transformation is taking place between harvest time and spring. Like, I'm getting like fall to spring. You're going through this transformation. Like, you're really in sync with the seasons, my pal, too. So no worries. You'll be able to, I feel like, raise your prices and get more, a higher position and more money sooner than you think. Like, I'm getting 6 days to 11 to 1 month tops. Okay. For those of y'all that drag. Okay. Drag y'all books. All right. So, when should you communicate something important to a loved one? Where is that deck? Oh, I gotta get an extra card for this one too. When should you communicate something important to a loved one? Wow, this is way too many. But what's interesting is the card Nurture pops out again. So I'm gonna take this Lemon Balm Nurture. I'll put the rest of these. Well, guess I'll look at them. They jumped out. And you had Cordyceps Revival. A lot of Phoenix-like energy, like raising back up. Even though that's the eagle, this lava here feels like it resurrected it or gave it its wings, or that's what the Phoenix became. And when should you communicate something important to a loved one is, to me, when you've nurtured yourself and recharged your energy. I see a lot of Jupiter. So I do feel there will be some luck if you have faith. You know, I do feel there'll be some luck. I do see passion. I see huge transformative energy in whatever this situation is, and a lot of feminine energy as well. So there's a masculine and a feminine balance. Take care of you when you feel refreshed and revived. And you'll know when. With foresight here, I do feel like natural, holistic ways of taking care of yourself, even retreating if possible, is good at this time for you. Connecting to the earth, you got Coca with foresight. So I do feel you will intuitively know when the time is right. Okay. Ginkgo, breakthrough. Yeah, we have more Mars energy. So a lot of Mars, it always makes me feel like April energy, Mars, or a March. You know, March to April is like that Aries vibe. So maybe that's a good time. The spring, a lot of springtime energy. But during this Gemini full moon vibe, if you want to communicate something to a loved one, I would say the next 7, maybe this week is a good time, up to the next maybe 2 weeks is a good time for that type of conversation. But during that time, do make sure you reboot and revive yourself emotionally, nurturing, taking care of yourself. This blue energy is giving me throat chakra and water energy. So really take care of your emotions and how you feel at this time. This is giving me Ace of Swords. So you will intuitively know. I see a lot of honesty coming in a relationship, a lot of truth, a lot of stuff you might have already had foresight and saw coming. But I do see a happy outcome. Okay, so just follow your heart. Yeah, follow your heart and trust. Next 8 days tops, I would say either you're going to get some kind of communication or you're going to communicate, and everything is going to be everything. It'll be all good. All right, pile twos. So what major life-shifting communication is coming in the next 7 days for you? What is going to come in that is going to shift your life? We have the Two of Swords. Nine of Voices. So this is also swords, Nine of Swords. And the Hermit. 9, 9, and 2. So what major life-shifting communication is coming in the next 7 days for you? Some kind of information that is going to help bring peace of mind to you. Something you've been stressing and worrying a lot about. You're going to hear, either you're waiting for someone to make a choice about something and they're finally going to tell you their decision, or you're going to hear something that's going to finally assist you in making a decision about something. Whatever the case may be, it's something you've been really, really, really stressing, worrying about, not getting a lot of sleep. You'll finally be able to rest. You'll finally be able to feel at peace from whatever this information is. I feel like for some of you may even retreat and just pull your energy back for a while and do some spiritual healing. I feel big time for this pile. A lot of self-care is being called for at this time. Like love on yourself. It will show on the outer how much you're putting into you. Okay. And lastly, advice for using this moon's vibe to thrive. I said thrive. Intuitive nudges. Well, there you go with your foresight. You had a big ass third eye. So it says, intuition is the language of the soul. We are all born aware with a profound sense of inner knowing. Intuition is one of the greatest gifts we possess, which keeps us connected to our higher selves, the universe, and to our divine spirit. Well, use this moon's vibe to thrive by listening to your intuition. That's really what's going to help you at this time. Trusting. Eyes closed, looking within. That's what I got for you, my pal twos. I hope this resonated with you. If it did, give me a thumbs up. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel. I'm always looking for new light workers to join. Hashtag 1 million light workers. Share the videos. Let's get some more of our tribe on board. Read the description for other ways we can vibe, book a personal reading. You won't regret it. And join a workshop or something. Let's get to know each other. All right. On that note, I'm sending you so much light and love. Thank you for letting me read you. Peace, blessings, a lot of good stuff that comes from being a part of my tribe. And I'll be back with Pal 3. Later. Hey, Pal 3. Welcome to your reading. All right, so you were drawn to the card that said gratitude. So your keywords are pure-heartedness, humanitarianism, and unconditional love. Okay. Your power thought. I have so much. I am thankful to be here. I have so much. I am thankful to be here. And an action you can take this week is to start a gratitude book. Give thanks for 3 things every day. Newsflash. Expect a windfall. Your generosity is paying off. Booyah, my pal threes. Stay in that attitude of gratitude. You got some more reasons to be grateful coming in. You're attracting them. Good job. All right, so what area of your life do you need to speak up in during this full moon's energy? We got your rune card. Nikki, please forgive me. I'm in the middle of video taping. My sister just tried to call me. I'll call her when I get off this. I just want to finish this. Okay. So path 3. Maybe you're going to find that your family is tugging at your energy for the next few days. Maybe they're realizing they're grateful for you, or you're going to realize you're grateful for them, or something with that, okay? Your energy and your family, okay? Because, yeah, that's my little sister. All right. So the card says Ansuz. So that's the Ansuz rune. Would be one difficult to pronounce. All right. So what area of your life is the Ansuz rune trying to show you need to speak up? Wow. So you need to speak up in the stuff that you're learning and knowing. Sharing your wisdom. Communication is what this card literally means. This the Ansuz rules the mouth. Odin, sacrifice, poetry. So you may even be spoken word or poet, language, teachers. You are meant to speak up in the area of knowledge that's your niche. Wow. You're meant to be a mouthpiece to inspire awe and curiosity to make other people want to have the same understanding. Interesting. Rules the throat chakra and the elements air and ether. Tarot cards are the Emperor and the Hanged Man. Very interesting. So you are meant to perceive things in a different way. You see things in the world from another angle, I see. And you're a creative. This feels like a creative group. Yeah, and bosses, leaders, authority figures in certain topics or certain areas of knowledge. All right. Who are you, pal threes? I was drawn to this pile, but now I want to know who else is here in the gratitude attitude cipher. Okay. So when will communication be best for you to raise your prices, request a raise, or a promotion in your work? We have the 9th house, exploration. Now, the 9th house is the house of Sagittarius. That gives me December vibes. So this may be a good time if you're watching this between November and December to raise your prices, to request a raise at work or a promotion in position. This is going to be a time where you're going to really, really be feeling your higher purpose. I see you expanding, some of you expanding culturally, like traveling as well. Some of you work in law, or you will. If you are, you're going to really advance. Some of you are going to travel a lot or have a major opportunity to travel that's going to be life-changing. Wow. So yeah, the time is now, I'm hearing. We have Juno, partnerships. Also a good time for you to get into partnerships. I feel like partnerships at this time are going to be very harmonious. I also feel for some of you working with your mate is going to bring in a lot of money. But Partnerships are going to be balanced. They're going to be fair. They're going to be loving. They're going to produce some beautiful, amazing things. And I feel when you find the right partner or partnerships, so some of you are just going to take off, I feel like in the next 4 days to a month. Yeah. All right. So when should you communicate something important to a loved one? We have hibiscus joy. And motherwort, strength. So it does feel like there needs to be a balance of your emotions being in a happy, elated place and you being in a courageous spirit, because I do feel like there's something you need to communicate that's going to take strength and courage for you, or maybe you've been afraid and shying away from it. It's something that it's something that is ancestral. It's like it's something that needs to be communicated. It will bring an end to an ancestral, generational type of toxicity. It'll release it. So it is going to take a lot of strength and courage and a lot of heart. And at this time, what I feel is happening is you're being moved into a space of joy and happiness, and so that this communication can be a lot smoother. There is just Venus energy, but I'm also seeing Pluto, which means communication. See how it's coming out her mouth? That's going to bring a big change, but it's also going to bring you happiness because it's going to be like relief. So when the next 2 weeks, we got 14 and 13. I'm just getting the energy of the next week to 2 weeks. Have this conversation. You'll be in a good place. Ground yourself. Get some crystals if you have any. I'm seeing pink quartz will help you be in a loving space, but also have the strength to communicate what you want to say from a space of love. Wearing red and even this shade of blue here is standing out to me. Red, blues, yellows are going to be really good for you when you're communicating. Okay, so what major life-shifting communication is coming in the next 7 days? For my pal threes. 10 of materials, but damn, it's some kind of communication that's going to change your income forever, it feels like, indefinitely. This is the 10 of Pentacles. This is the epitome of generational wealth, inheritance, money that you built from a business, grants, funding, loans, just money coming that just keeps growing and growing and growing and sustains for a very long time, if not forever. You see the circle, which to me is infinite, family. And you have the world, the cosmos. The world, the cosmos. So whatever this communication is, it's going to change your whole world. Like, if there was a cycle that felt like it kept repeating, maybe it was one where you weren't getting your worth or getting a certain financial level of wealth, that's about to flip. That cycle is about to come to an end. Yeah, 8 of voices, 8 of swords. It was an illusion. It's in your mind that you felt like maybe people like me don't get that much money, or my family has always had to struggle, or, no one in my family has ever gotten that much or lived so comfortably there's no struggle. That you're about to be freed from that mindset into a place of joy. Yeah. Something amazing. I don't know what this communication is that's coming in the next 7 days, but it's about to completely change your life, my pal threes. So please come back in 7 days and let me know in the comments what the hell happened. And if something happened for me, I will be sure to come back and tell you guys too. Okay? All right, last but not least, advice for using this moon's vibe to thrive. Forgiveness. Y'all playing with me because y'all been trying to put this energy in my face all day. I'm not even going to tell y'all how many times I've been seeing stuff that's trying to get me to call my dad, who I have been avoiding calling. We ain't even going to get into that. If you ever looked at some of my past videos, I talk about a trigger or triggers. You look at that to understand. Anyway, the card says forgiveness. Holding on to resentment and anger is preventing or even suffocating your spiritual growth. Resentment is one of the strongest and most damaging of human emotions. The act of forgiveness in its own right is equally incredibly powerful, and it has the capacity to heal and transform. The advice? Do some communication that involves forgiving someone, even if you gotta let them have it first from a place of love. That's what I got for you, my pal threes. I think your reading was amazing. I really thank you for letting me read you. Please give this reading a thumbs up. It only takes a second to click it. I mean, come on. And subscribe to the channel if you're new here. That only takes a second to do as well. Share the video. That might take a little bit longer, but come on, look out for a sister. If I reach 500 subscribers, I can do more for you guys here. I can offer you products and other amazing things. So I can even break this into chapters so you guys don't have to go into the descriptions to find the links. Let's work together. Hashtag 1 billion light workers. Read the description for other ways we can vibe. Book that personal reading. That helps this channel thrive. And on that note, I'm sending y'all so much light and love. Peace, blessings, and all that good stuff that comes with being a part of my tribe. Bye. It is time to heal old abundance wounds and scars. We are ready for that wealth that has been waiting to come in. I want to invite you to Lightworks and meet all of the light workers who are dedicated to helping you have a prosperity breakthrough so that 2024 is going to be your year. Yes, it is spiritual to be prosperous. How can you do your light work? We have to get rid of the lack mindset. We have to get rid of generational curses where we think we are supposed to remain in an element of struggle. No, we are meant to thrive. And this event is going to show you the way to call in that prosperity, to become a magnet for all that you want to attract. We don't chase, no, we attract. This is live via Zoom, so everything is recorded. Even if you cannot make it there that day, you will be sent the link to the recording, which you will have access to for 7 days. Abundance is your birthright. So claim it and email us for the registration link.